T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Trap Talk Reptile Network, the coolest reptile network in the world, episode 665, the round 2, Portuguese pythons, new breed on the block, episode coming right at you. You guys are in for a treat. I'm your boy MJ. Your first time tapping in, get that like button smashed, please. Let's get the lights up. Great couple tonight, all right? Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, select all. By doing that, you'll be reminded of every single episode that's released here out of the Trap Talk Reptile Network. More importantly, you'll be reminded about Monday nights, because it's always me and Biggie, Top G, Villarino Reptiles in the building. What's good?
That energy, bro. Yo, I don't know, man. Your energy, it's hard for me to really do that. But
I'm delusional.
Good evening, everybody. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. I'm awake, bro.
I have to start it off like that. If I don't, then I'm like, I go flat. I can't go flat. I gotta fucking
I'm awake, bro.
Go hard.
I'm awake. Let's fucking go.
Good to have you back another Monday. What's good, bro? What's cracking?
Chilling like a villain.
Tell us about the weekend.
I had to hustle. Orlando Repticon is one of the shows with the most ball pythons, right? Bro, you know, sometimes I'll come on the show and I'll tell you, damn, this show, people were really, really giving it away, you know? Yeah, that was the case. And plus, I'm kind of low right now. I showed up with one case. Look, man, I'm fucking blessed. I made money. I made good money.
Yeah.
But it was just under my average. But I'm happy. You know, we hustle. That was show 61. Next week is show 62. You know, I'm going to take some hogs. I'm going to take some crested geckos that my wife wants to move on from. I'm going to have 2 cases, you know, animals that are already ready to go to this show. I'm going to add those on. You know, it's this is what we do.
That's not the show 62 of the year, is it? It's like
that's since all time.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. What number shows that of the year? Do you know off the top of your head?
I'm not sure. It's in the 20s.
I'm curious. Yeah, you do a lot, man. You've been slaying it, bro. Honestly, it's very inspiring. But it's very okay. What you're doing, which I love, is very eye-opening to people out there who want to have a bunch of production. Because it's like, if you're not willing to work the way you're working or have a plan, dude, you're going to be miserable. I'm telling you right now. So much overhead, you're going to be drowning in babies that you can't sell, and you're not going to be in a good place.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I got this to a science. We've vended together. Whether it be Florida, Cali, Georgia, Texas, wherever it's going to be, we're going to go. We're going to kill it. We're going to do our best. We're passionate. We're going to grow the industry. We do not misrepresent anything. What you see is what you get.
Right.
And unapologetically real.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, you don't got to support it.
Talking about lives here. That's it. You know, we do this for a living. So, but listen, speaking about shows, you know, the people we have on tonight, which is the round 2 of Portuguese pythons, man, I feel like they got that shit down, man. Every super show I see them at, they're moving and grooving, dude. I never see both of them available at the same time. Either one's with the customer or other ones with the kids. Usually it's Renee wrestling around with the kids, which I love. And so they're killing it, dude. But also they don't miss a beat, you know. And I feel like that's what it's all about. Like, you gotta be really dedicated to certain parts of this area in this hobby, and you just can't miss a beat. And I feel like when it comes to the show scene, like this couple's fucking killing it. You know what I mean? So another good thing that we could talk about later on tonight during the episode.
I really like them. They're awesome. They're inspiring as a couple.
Yeah.
Me and the set, you know, are very much alike with them. They come, they kill it together, they work it together, they produce amazing animals together. You know, they have a beautiful family. This is what it's all about. You know, people like Danny and Renee are gonna make this game bigger. They're
I'm
positive. They have
I was
amazing animals, you know. So
yeah, I actually have a lot to talk to Renee about because obviously, you know, fucking Lily ain't trying to be working for like much longer. Like, and I know when that happens, I'm gonna need her help in here. Like, if I had a Renee in here to help me with this shit, dude, oh my god, I can't even think of like the opportunities elsewhere if I had a little bit of help. You know what I mean? Mainly with like customer service and like organization. Oh my, she would fucking murder with all that shit. Oh god, that'd be so great. Anyways, we have a lot to talk about with them tonight. I'm really excited. So you guys are all in for a treat. Just want to remind everybody out there, Trap Talk Reptile Network is 7 days a week. That's right, Monday through Sunday. You could hear a new episode on any major audio platform, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, okay, wherever you listen to any of these episodes. Want to say thank you so much for the love and support. Drop a comment, give me some feedback. Let me know what you're learning at each episode as well, because it helps me create more ideas and whatnot. So thank you again for all the love and support. Now, if you're looking for exclusive content, you want to get more out of what you see out of each episode, if you want to just tap in and network yourself with some of the best doing it in the game, please come join the Trap Talk Patreon family tonight. Don't even waste any time. Click that first link in the description below, especially if you want information on waitlist with all my green tree pythons that are hatching out, man. 70 for 70. Let's go. Feel me? Anyways, listen, thank you so much for all the love and support. You guys are amazing. Hey, also head over to Morph Market's YouTube channel and go check out the most recent vlog that I dropped on Morph Market. If you definitely want to see what babies all hatched out, I put out a vlog recently showing and displaying all that stuff, okay? Before we move forward, and even before I even get to the sponsors, I do want to just remind you guys that obviously over the last week, we've been dealing with the crisis of Vin Russo losing his collection, which has been very horrific, and it's been, you know, really difficult. I can't imagine, you know what I mean? So if you guys don't mind, if you could please head over to the link in the description below, if you can, and help out Vin Russo rebuild his collection that he tragically lost in a fire. And I could excitedly say that everything is lined up for this Friday, because we are doing an epic fundraiser for Vin Russo this Friday on Dave Levinson's Reptiles podcast this Friday, okay? So head over again to Vin Russo's GoFundMe if you could support, or if you just want to wait to see what you could do this Friday. I highly recommend it, because there are going to be some big items that you could win just by dropping a super chat. They're going to be auctioning off some really heavy items as well. Bill Stiegel's donating a freaking designer. I'm donating a snake, a chondro. So it's going to be great, man. There's also a lot of other great things that are going to be donated to help Vin out. So again, thank you to everyone who's helping out, everyone who's passing the word along. If you can, let people know about this episode that's happening this Friday. And yeah, Vin, again, if you're hearing this, we're rooting for you, Vin. Hang in there. And just a very, very terrible, tragic thing to go through. And yeah, man, praying for you, Vin. All right, shout out to tonight's sponsor, Mark Bailey over at Mark Bailey Reptiles. Please head over to Mark Bailey Reptiles on Morph Market. Check out all this man's work. All right, next level, top tier ball python projects. He's been doing it for 40 plus years in the game. My favorite in the ball python game, Mark Bailey Reptiles. Thank you so much, Mark, for all your love and support. Find the link in the description below. Also, tonight's episode is brought to you by Clutch, #1 ball python organization app in the game. If you're building your ball python clutch in 2025, be organized and do it with Clutch. Trust me, stand out from the rest. All right, look sharp. Thank you so much, Clutch, for everything that you do for the ball python game. And there's other species in the works. I'm telling you right now, I'm hearing from the grapevine that other cool things are coming to Clutch. All right, so stay tuned. Thank you so much, Clutch. You can also try them out free for 30 days. Find the link in the description below. Follow them on Instagram and stay tuned for more updates. Also, tonight's episode is brought to you by Brian Susan over at Sundown Reptiles. If you're looking to get into Abronia, tree monitors, next level Kahuas, this is your guy right here. Okay, Sundown Reptiles. Go to his website in the description below and make sure you go give him a follow. Thank you so much, Brian Susan over at Sundown Reptiles. Oh yeah, I forgot. Did not hit the US ARC button in the beginning of this episode, so I got to shout out US ARC. Thank you for all US ARC supporters out there. These numbers really do matter, so let's come together to become a US ARC member today. If you're not already, you can become a member as low as $5 a month, okay? So thank you to any US ARC supporter out there, and thank you out there if you speak about US ARC. Also, another update with US ARC ESA listing with the Blue Tree monitors. There's a conference or a meeting going down of what's going to be happening. So I believe that's August 6th. I'll put more information in the August 16th, I believe. I'll confirm that. Anyways, but yes, guys, please stay tuned for that. That's very important. Having these blue tree monitors to the point where they can't cross state lines just doesn't sound right to me. So we got to come together as much as we can. And again, I'll put all the links to that U.S. ARC support for the ESA listing in description below. But Big E, I'm ready to go. You ready to bring on Portuguese pythons? Oh, I'm sorry. What's up?
You know, we said something in the chat today, and I want to reiterate it. You know, and you don't got to take it from me, guys out there. Take it from Marshall. All right, this man right here is breeder of the year.
Oh, bro, relax, dude. Come on, dude. Don't blush me out right now. Listen,
70
relax.
70 for 70.
Dude, I didn't pay this guy to say this, by the way. I promise you. I didn't.
No.
I wasn't ready for that.
Bro, hey,
dude,
that MORPH market vlog with all the red Neos on the fucking perch. I saw that shit and I said, breeder of the MFing year.
Hey, if it came from you, I'll take it. I don't give a fuck. Anyone else? Yeah, I'll take that shit. I'm cashing that check tonight, baby. Hey, no, for real. All right, thank you, Stop. I'm blushing. All right, listen, I appreciate all the love and support, but it's time. Do what you got to do to get your mind right, and do what you got to do to stay hydrated for episode 665, round 2. Portuguese pythons, new breed on the block, coming at you right now. Let's go. Choo!
Good.
You ready for do more in the future? Trap Talk podcasts?
Yes.
Man.
Only Trap Talk. Exclusive.
Yes.
Exclusive. Oh.
So stop calling us.
Scrub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with the crop, God love it or not. I'm hot from the hop to the scrub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with the scrub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with the scrub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with the scrub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with everybody, we do it. Everybody, we do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Scrub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up, scrub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up, scrub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up, scrub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up.
And we're live, episode 665 with Danny and Renee. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Hey, guys.
What's up?
Hi.
Howdy. How are you guys?
What's up?
Doing good.
Dude,
Good
I don't know what level of thickness your mustache is, Danny, but I feel like it just keeps getting more intensified every time I see you. Like it's like almost like a Iranian carpet or something. Like it's just so dense and thick. What's going on? It looks great. I'm just gonna say that's hard.
Thanks. Yeah, I gotta trim it again. It's getting long.
Yeah, you got you guys are one of the best couples in the game. And
Thank
bro,
you.
I have to say you got the best mustache in the game for sure.
That's kind of, I don't know if I can pull that off. That's crazy. That's just nuts.
Almost doesn't look real.
It is, for real. It's like Renee, how do you feel about that? You like kissing him like that?
Yeah, I like it. It's like a broom on my mouth.
Whoa.
What?
Hey, no, listen, I'm so glad to have you guys back, dude. What I said during the whole beginning of this, like, you guys are doing great, man. I love seeing you guys at the Super Show. Your Ultramel, I will say, definitely top tier. It's next level. So I want to kind of get right off to that. Like, how do you guys feel like you are currently right now with projects? Are you at where you expected to be at 3 years ago? Let's catch up.
I'd say we're beyond where we thought we'd be. This is gonna be our biggest year as far as clutches yet, production, and we got some heat coming with variety of our projects. So really excited to see what unfolds the next couple months.
What are we talking volume wise? Like how much production are you at that you maybe weren't maybe expecting? How many clutches are we talking?
So our biggest season ever was 34, and right now we have 53 girls that are done being paired, have laid, ovulated, shed. So 53, and we're projecting, I think, 70. So
damn.
Yeah, but we moved for the 24 season. So that's what
I think it was
Oh,
23.
right. I remember you guys saying that. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
You didn't go this hard in 2024.
We thought we did, but this is like
All the
obviously
aftermath.
double. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of girls that reabsorbed in 24, and then there's a lot of younger girls. So a lot of these girls that we were expecting to go last year going this year. So
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up. I want to talk to all you guys about the whole reabsorb situation. So if that happens and we know, especially if you have an ultrasound and you're able to determine, holy shit, they're reabsorbing, how soon can you get them back to cycling again? Like, what's usually the span? Like, how's that work? I mean, if Mila, if you know that, or I'm just curious.
We had some
Go ahead,
girls
let's go.
like, sorry, go ahead. We had some girls reabsorb. I think it was like in November, and then a couple came back online. So those are we're starting to see follicle growth. So what's that? 6-7 months, give or take. But
yeah, they definitely go off cycle usually when they reabsorb.
And that usually throws everything off in a sense, right? Like, let's say you have a female that lays in April or whatever, right? If she reabsorbs that next year, then there's a fat chance she's not going to go around that same time. Like, it's gonna adjust, you would say, right? If that's the case.
yes.
And I think that's what happens a lot with me sometimes, because I have females that won't go the next year, and I don't have an ultrasound, so I don't know when they're reabsorbing or anything. But then I notice they'll go a lot sooner than they normally would go because they skipped. You know, does that make sense? And I think that's kind of what you're talking about right now. Like, you had a bunch of females reabsorb, but only 6 months later they were able to, ovulate and give you everything that you have now, right? Does that make sense? Is that what we're talking about here?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Guys, you guys have probably used the ultrasound longer than I have. I've had it for 2 years now. When the reabsorption starts, what you start to see is the follicles start to fade, correct?
Yes. The size will drop down, and then we'll
He's
wait.
talking about like
It'll start to fade and drop down in size.
Correct. Yes. So
it
yeah.
starts to look weird sometimes, and like you'll see some that like I think like some that look big, like normal size, and you'll see like some that just like shrunk down smaller, right? And then like just all weird stuff start to happen, and then it just starts to like slowly disappear.
Yeah, I've noticed some fading on my ultrasound, but I could be wrong. The last 2 years here and there. Yeah.
There's been so much debate, guys, whether like it's worth using one or not. And I want to ask you, like, you've been using one for how many years now? At least 5 years, I would say. No.
I think 4, like
4
3
years?
or 4, 3 or 4 years.
And and you still use it the same way you used it when you first bought it, like, meaning it's crucial to how you guys function, correct?
100%, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. See, and mainly is it because is it when to pair and when not to pair type of thing? That's what's really saving you guys, is basically not wasting locks on males, I would assume.
Yeah, there's a lot like you could save on the males. I like to you can also like when you're feeding too, you can kind of focus on girls that are building.
That's everything. Feedings. I would think, like, just like anything else, like, that's what you want to look for is, okay, obviously if there is breeding happening, but if you see those follicles growing, that's when you hit them with that extra meal. Like, just doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit, like just
There's
an extra wrap.
There's no more guessing.
Yeah, no guessing. Yeah, but it is fun. Like, do you remember when did you guys ever guess before? Or did you always use ultrasound? You guessed before,
I
right?
think the first year or two, we just every month we throw it in, and then
that's like Christmas shit right there. I will say, like, when you do with the guessing, it's so exciting. Not that ultrasounding isn't exciting, but like, what's coming versus like, holy shit, like it happened. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
But when you're go ahead.
I said you can start to see a lot of like behavior too. Like I mean, the females, you can tell what they're doing before you even ultrasound, like the way they're feeding, or sometimes like you know what I mean, like what they're doing in the tub. So and that helps you too. Like you start to learn the behavior with the science behind it too, right? Like you can actually see like, oh, that's exactly what she's doing. That's why she's at 20, or like you can see when they start glowing at 20, right? Or like, oh, you can open tub, like, oh, she's got to be like around 20, right? And you measure, and sure enough, because she's glowing, you can tell. Does that make sense?
Yeah, my hair. Sorry, my internet blinked out for a second. Am I good?
You're fine.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, totally. Because like all that stuff, that learning, like it's gonna happen even without an ultrasound, but it's like it takes a lot longer, and then you also don't know why they're acting that way. But when you have an ultrasound, it all fucking connects dots. Like me, because I had Mark Bailey, when he came over and he was telling me like, oh, that female's like, he would just tell me, oh, the way where she's laying in the tub, she's not developing any follicles. If she's eating, it just hugs the heat, and that's where she is all the time. there's no follicle development whatsoever because they cool down when they develop follicles, so that they'll hang out on the cool side of the tub. So, and when I started noticing that, I was like, oh shit. And so but again, like I would have figured this out years ago if I would have just got an ultrasound. You know what I mean? So it definitely elevates the whole game for sure. And which I feel like, why not? Like, why, if you could use technology to kind of speed things up as far as your knowledge goes, I think it's like going to school for something. I don't know. I feel like it's good. I think it's definitely worth it. It's just me. I know personally how I am, like, and how busy I am. Like I would geek out on it maybe a couple times and then it would just collect dust. Me personally, you know, because I don't have, like, you guys strategically have projects you're trying to hit. Like, not that I'm not, but you guys aren't fucking around. Like, you guys got big things. Like, you got males that you really want to certain females. And if I had all that focus with ball pythons, I would be all over an ultrasound 110%. You would have to be, in a sense, I feel like otherwise you're just kind of just playing in the dark, you know?
Well, I mean, if you just have that male and it's going to like 2 or 3 females, even 4, and it's going every month, like, you don't need it. You can be very successful and do it without the ultrasound. It's nice and it helps.
Yeah. But then again, if one of those, like, let's say 3 out of those 4 females aren't even building and you're just pairing, then it's like, what's the point?
And that's a plus, right? Yeah, you're saving that male. If you spent X amount of money on it, there's no reason to just wear them out for no reason.
Go ahead, Big.
I'll say this too: as your collection gets bigger, you can't really depend on the look, the behavior, because you're gonna get more of those girls that can fool you. There's girls that just they're different, right?
Yeah.
Danny, there's girls that you can't really see that ravenous feeding response. They're shyer, they're different. An ultrasound is imperative, especially when your collection's growing. And that's what I'd say.
And it's like, and if you just want to be like, if you want to consider yourself like, not that you need to be a pro to have an ultrasound, but like that's what pro shit does. Like, that ultrasound changes your whole season in a sense. Like, if you're using it right. And again, I think it really depends on your collection size and how important is that male to how many females, right? Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, and then the feeding thing too. So, but yeah, that's cool. I don't know. Like I said, it doesn't hurt either. Like, just to know that you know how to use an ultrasound, I think that's fucking pretty cool to have, like, under your belt, on top of all the other geeky things that we learned in this game.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you gotta learn too. It takes a while.
We used to fight every time. I would dread having to do ultrasound, but now
who's stronger at it? You or you, Renee, or you, Danny? Who's like the one that's like, nah, I got, like, I know how to, like, who's quicker at that shit? You know what I mean?
Well, he does the probing and then I freeze it and do the measurements. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So it's you guys both do it then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
At the same time.
Yeah. And Renee, did you hear how I was kind of like thinking, like, because, you know, in a perfect world, I would have Lily helping me with everything. Like, I think
she needs to get in there.
I know, but I need to know how I propose this to her. You know what I mean? I maybe I should be talking to Danny. I don't fucking know, but I just know that Lily is overworking. Like, and not that she doesn't want to work, but God bless, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Fuck, second kid on the way, dude. It's a lot, you know, and she loves being a mom. And she's good at being a mom. So when you have a mom who loves being a mom and she's good being a mom, like, why not keep her home more, you know, or figure that out? So in a perfect world, I want that, because I just know how much it would help me. Like, Danny, let's kind of talk about, like, what it's like having Renee as, like, a partner in this. Like, you know, obviously you guys have your strengths, right? But there's a lot that she handles for you, which owes to a lot of the success that you guys are having, like having that kind of dynamic, you would say, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, she helps me with the collection too. I mean, it's like a 50-50 split. She takes care of all the babies and all the males and everything, as far as, like, cleaning. I mean, I do all the feeding, and then we clean the adults together, just because we like just do it, you know what I mean? Hang out together. But and then she takes care of, like, all, like, the emails and everything like that, and shipping. She does all the shipping. So usually I'm at work, so she'll package everything up, ship everything. So I don't even have to deal with shipping, which is nice. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, when my schedule was different, I would get home and just grab the package and go drop it off. But now my schedule is different, so she just goes and just, you know, she's home. You know, she just got to get all the kids in there. But
yeah, I had my first MIA package that finally just got found, thank God. And the animal's okay, but man, scary shit, man. Like, I think I've been lucky, but it's like, dude, what can you do when your package goes missing? Like, it's
how long
so
did it go missing for?
it was supposed to arrive Thursday, and it was delayed, and then it wasn't scanned at Tennessee. So it was just kind of showing like receipt here in San Diego, but that was it.
Yeah.
Where is it? And so I had to wait till this morning to be like, oh, let your people know that it's here now. And it's like, fuck, cool. I mean, I'm glad it's here, but it arrived today and it's alive. And so I never had a DOA, knock on wood. Like, thank God. Like, that's why I don't really stress it. Like, if it's packed well, it's that, and it's at a FedEx facility, it's gonna be fine. You know what I mean? It's just stressful. Just
what was it, MJ?
It was a ball python.
Oh, yeah.
It was a ball python, but you know, it was a younger one, and so either way, it was just stressing, man. Like, but
if that's a green tree, that's crazy.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, I don't want to stress about that. Well, I did ship a green tree python to Canada to JP. That was kind of stressful, but it made it. So, and so yeah, the topic of shipping. Okay, so you guys, I see you guys don't miss a super show. That's like a backyard show for you guys. Is there any other reptile shows that you guys are doing other than the super show?
We haven't in a while. Just because his work schedule and to take the day off and to get all the kids with my grandparents or whoever's going to babysit that weekend. We've just been focusing on super shows, but with 70 clutches this year, we were talking about picking up some more. So probably do, hopefully, some of the Central Valley shows.
There's another circuit that does them, like, I think, like Southern California and Northern California.
But you would stick to that area, right? Like, you would feel like you're comfortable just staying on the West Coast and SoCal.
We talked about doing Troy's show in Arizona,
Arizona,
even like Denver too, but that's a lot too, man. Like, to do all that drive, and then even if you break even, like, I mean, is it really worth it? Like, I mean, you know,
there's a lot to consider. Like, either way, like, you just can't be mad if things don't work out because you knew. And it's kind of like,
when you go to a show like that, you have to, like, you got to be willing to, like, come home with nothing, right? Like, because
it's like going to Vegas and you're like, all right, we're gonna go gamble and fucking probably gonna come back broke, just so you know.
Yeah.
You never know either, though, because people have changed their lives at going to shows like that, you know. But it's like, you know, I don't know. You guys done Texas before? I think I saw you at Arlington one time, right? With Jason.
Yeah, we did that first. The first show they did in Dallas, right. And we drove. It was a long drive.
Go straight through.
But yeah, we'd like to do some out of state ones. I think it just just matters like babysitters and work and you know what we have available at the time. So
Vicky, why don't you kind of break down your process? Because I've had a lot of people even reach out to me asking how you make it to a super show with all your animals. And I'm assuming you're going to be doing the same thing you did last time, or are you going to be doing anything different this January? What's your plan for all the animals?
Me and Eslin Firehogs, we combined together, and we shipped all the gear, Delta Cargo, and we were lucky. There was no delays, anything like that. There could be also delays. That's why, like, when we do Texas, we're gonna drive to Texas. But to Cali, we have no other option. I mean, there's no other option. That's way too far. And then the animals, they go on a separate flight. You know, everything has to be picked up. You know, it's a big deal. You know, big vans have to be rented. You know, it was a group effort with Firehogs and myself and a few others. So yeah, that show, you know. That show ended up costing me like $2,000 to do, but it worked out really well. I mean, it's high traffic. It's well worth it. You know, I'm going to do that show every January.
Yeah. And it's another thing too, right? Like I was talking about like the whole Vegas analogy, but you're already in the hole when the show scene before you even arrive. Like you're already out. You know what I mean? Right off the bat. Just
like Danny and Renee were saying that it's a little bit more pressure. It's not only the money, man. It's also the time, how tired you're gonna be. You know, you're on an airplane. That West Coast flight is no joke. But I mean, once a year, it's well worth it, man. I love the show. I love the super show. I love vending with you. I love seeing Danny and Renee. It's well worth it.
My heart always goes out to you East Coast guys when I fly over there and I do a show. And by the time I'm done, it's like midnight. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what's happening? Like, and it's like, I'm all like, dude, you guys got it weird over there with time wise. It's like, I like having 3 hours like before other people go down. Like I don't know. I that's why I'm like, I always give it to you, Milo. You do a good job hanging in there every Monday night. You really do.
Yeah, Danny and Renee, I'm with you guys. You have to be very strategic if you're gonna go out of state.
Yeah, smart.
I mean, I would imagine you guys know the whole state of Cali already when it comes to the shows. I know the state of Florida like the back of my hand now. I mean, we do everything in the state of Florida, and that's cool, man. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah. Go ahead, Danny. Were you gonna say something?
Oh, sorry, our cat was in here. He's like trying to get pets right now.
I forget what exact show in the Bay Area or SAC show, but I heard some good things about some people doing pretty decent at those Sacramento shows.
Yeah, we haven't been up that way, but we heard really good things about the Sacramento show. And then,
Nick from Renowned Reptiles, Nick Soul.
Yeah.
He does. That's his backyard show, and he's done some good shows there before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still a bit of a drive for us too. So
yeah, it is. No, dude, trust me. I think when I went to go see you guys at KG&D show, the show that they did.
Yeah.
And it was only like it wasn't a bad drive at all, but like just even that with animals would just like I'd rather just be as close as home as possible. Like personally, I don't know. But okay, so what I was gonna get at is like how much of the volume are you selling that you're producing shows via Morph Market, online, like wherever else? Like do you feel like majority of your sales is pushing through the shows, or is it just also on the other end of social media as well?
I think it's a little bit mixture of both. Like this last super show was kind of hard because we didn't have that like pet kind of animals like pies and blue-eyed Lucy's and bananas. Like we have a little bit more project animals. So I feel like our specific project animals like Ultramel clowns or Ultramel het clowns, like that type of stuff does sell better on Morph Market versus, at the shows, it's like the pies, the bananas and whatnot. And I think we have a very good mix of everything coming this year as far as like pet animals and project animals. So.
Yeah. And, go ahead, Danny.
But as far as like holdbacks, I think we held back well.
We held back like 50 animals last year. So
yeah,
dude, and that's what I've been preaching. Like if you're making sick ass shit, and if you're like wondering, like, damn it, like, am I gonna have to like lower this price for whatever reason? Because fuck that, keep that shit, dude.
I just keep it.
It's cha-ching in your pocket. I'm telling you, like. And if you're in that position, the thing is, are you in that position? Can you afford it? And it's unfortunate that a lot of people right now, they need to sell a snake. Like they don't got a choice. And I feel like that's kind of what separates like the men from the boys or the women from the girls, I guess, because it's like, dude, I could stack, like if you're able to stack your best stuff, you're always going to be where you need to be at in your projects. Like you got to be your best customer. No, like, does that make sense?
100%.
Yeah. I feel like if I hatch something out that's better than what I have, I'm going to hold it back. Even if it's not exactly what I was trying to get, if it's anything better, like, because in 2 to 3 years, I want to be glad I held it back, right? Like, even though I didn't have that one gene I really wanted, and if I end up selling it and I don't replace anything, then I'm behind another year, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And not only that, I think people are not taking into consideration the males or the animals you could be hitting the following year that you could put to these holdbacks. I don't think people are thinking ahead. They're just trying to move stuff as quickly as possible, especially in some of these auctions, man. I'm seeing stuff that's being posted up with no starting bids, and I'm like, what is going on right now? It's crazy how cheap some of this stuff is going.
Yeah. But as far as, but it's hard though too, because a lot of times when you do have a starting bid, it's you get a lot of people that don't bid on it, right? Like a lot of times the no bid gets you a lot of like people to start bidding, right? You just take a chance on it.
It just has to me, it has to be a realistic starting bid.
Yeah. But you know what's crazy? I used to be heavy into eBay back in the day, and eBay would always recommend start on a 0 bid. Like, I remember that was like a recommended thing, only because it's kind of like having
it's a bidding war.
Yeah, it's people see that, like they're attracted to 0. They want fucking, oh my God, you know what I mean? And so that's but I hear you though, Emilio, because Emilio, we've been seeing some animals that have like 2 hours left and it's at $10.
Yeah, I mean,
and these are like pretty good animals.
Yeah,
like someone's coming up, don't get me wrong, but it's like, that's for me to have a production like that. I don't think I could stomach that. I don't know.
I listen, I'm not shipping an animal from, I'm going to repeat this and it could come off. However, I'm not shipping an animal for under $50.
Hey, unless he said $60 shipping in the auction, which sometimes they have that dollar amount already fixed in the like if you win, it's $60 to ship flat rate.
Mhm.
So some people do that. I remember when I had an animal, I was like, dude, this is probably not even gonna sell. I put like at least how much the shipping was. So I'm like, fuck it, at least take the shipping if that's what it's gonna take. And then the animal sold for pretty cheap. So, but either way,
we could have this combo and we could disagree. It's not a big deal. But what I'm saying is that specific animal, if I'm breeding my rodents, why not grow it up? You know, get it to a specific size to where someone is gonna actually pay pay a good amount of money for that animal to where they could use it. It might fit for someone.
Yeah,
but if it has 3 meals, 4 meals, I mean, I don't know. It's hard for me, bro. It's hard for me to see animals and good projects go, at $15, $20.
You don't know if he has a rack of 50 of those things though. Like you don't know if he has fucking so much where he can't even afford to feed these goddamn things. Like
you still have to respect the project, bro. I think you're devaluing the project.
For sure. I will agree to that. Like once you go to auctions, you can't expect you to hold a value over a project when you went that route, because now you don't want it no more. Like it's like, I'll take whatever the fuck the auction takes. God bless. And if you care about a project, you don't do that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of goods and plus and minuses to auctions. It works. Some people works for it. Some people it doesn't work for it.
Plain and simple. I mean, trust me, some people have come up. I mean, a lot of people are coming up on auctions, which is great. And I think that's the win-win is like, cool, you don't need this snake. Then put it in someone else's hands who will feed it and at least work with it or something. But yeah, the thing is, I just see like a lot of people only selling snake on auctions. Like that's all they're doing. Like it's all auctions. And I guess that's okay. Whatever your goals are, I guess, but to each their own.
I want to say I'm not bad mouthing the auctions. They're good. Okay. But you have to move correctly. Be careful not to devalue a project or a genetic that you fucking love. I don't know, man. It's you gotta move right.
Like, would you guys ever put an Ultramel clown or like an Ultramel 100% double het clown hypo on an auction or something like that? Would you guys ever?
Look, I'll tell you, there's animals we put on auction that have gotten higher than what was our asking price, and other ones that gotten way higher than like I would have taken as an offer. You know what I mean? And there's other animals that got lower than what I would have thought. But we've also had customers that have been like there was a customer that bought an animal that was like, would you like it or something on your MORPH market, and they ended up buying it, and then it goes to the customer. You build a relationship with them, right? They end up buying another animal from you, right? And we had multiple people that bought stuff from us and bought other animals too, right?
Yeah, it's still money being spent with you, and for somebody to be spending money with you at this time is crucial because money is tight. So if they're able to spend money with you now, imagine when money is not so tight. Shit will be. That's some game right there, Danny. I respect that. I like that. But okay,
But there's like Minnie was saying, there's a lot to it. Like you got to put it up. Like there's certain times you got to put it up. Like certain days of the week. Like all that has a lot to do with it too, right? So
yeah, it's definitely strategic. And again, more game that Mark Bailey taught me is like the day and time to post an auction, because you want it to end when people are all at home. Like it's not like a busy or midday type of thing. A lot of people, their auctions end at like 12 in the afternoon on a Tuesday, and it's like people are at work. They're not sitting there on their fucking phone staring at the auction. You want it when it's like 7 o'clock in the evening on a Sunday or some shit, or on a Monday, or like at night when people are just lounging. You know what I mean? And so anytime I've done it around that time, I swear to God, I've been okay with what it sold for. Like I have not been upset. And to go what you said, Danny, I think last year, I forgot what it was. It's a DG something. And I think I had it on my MORPH market for like $475, and it sold for fucking $800. It sold for $800. And I was like, what the fuck? I couldn't believe it. Like there was like a bidding war going on it. And so I was completely thrown back and like very shocked that it actually went a lot more than what I was even selling for. So that's also a huge case and benefit to the auctions. So now let me ask you though, guys, with Ultramel, the project itself, there's a lot of people working Ultramel. Like Ultramel, I don't want to say it's saturated, but it is a lot. It is everywhere now, I would say, for the most part. But when I go to your guys' table and I see your guys' stuff, I do see like different levels of Ultramel. And I'm curious, like, where you guys feel like your Ultramel projects are at. I mean, I'm telling what I'm seeing, but how do you guys feel about it?
I think it's just the beginning for us. And I think we've kind of set a bar for ourselves, and we want to keep making really awesome looking combos. And we're going in both directions. I think I mentioned it before, like the dark side and the light side, and seeing what we can play with and make. But I never want to be like, oh, my Ultramel is the best, because I would never say that. But I do know that we put a lot of effort and thought into our pairings, and you know what we keep, and what is it, line breeding? Is that the word you'd use?
Yeah.
Somewhere,
Yeah,
something like that.
so, yeah.
But I don't know. You can answer the question.
I love to hear that. That means that you're on it, and you're taking your time and building something beautiful. We don't use that phrase enough.
And now someone's in here under a fake Marshall Mendez account saying Ultra rules and Monarch rules. I don't think that's Marshall, because his real count doesn't have a 1 at the end. So whoever you are, fake Marshall Mendez, I don't think it's funny to be a troll under a fake account. But
wow, a fake Marshall.
Dude, there's a fake Marshall Mendez now out there. No, but okay. But what I'm getting at is that and correct me if I'm wrong, obviously you guys have the game plan with the right double, triple recessives that you're doing with Ultramel, but your Ultramel would not be where it's at without the incomplete dominance that you guys have in the mix. Let's be real. Like you guys chose and picked the exact right incomplete dominance to make the shit that you're making right now, you would say, right? And do you feel like people need to, like people who are just now coming in, like they need to still realize what those incomplete dominants are for their projects, like how important that is?
For sure, 100%.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of people are just chasing what the new ones are. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I just make stuff that you like, instead of making like stuff that's just what's hot. You know what I mean? Or that new gene. Like they're just chasing that new gene. It's like there's so many other cool codons you can put together and make some cool patterns or colors. Or I think people are just really like taking the time to really think, right? And just like look at combinations and see what certain genes are doing together, or see what like somebody else made, right? And like, oh, I can add this to it or take that out of it or something, you know. But
yeah, no, I was gonna say like man, my mind went just blank right now. Amelia, what were we gonna say?
No, we were talking about Ultramel at Pomona, man. You guys had Ultramel. I mean, the most memorable Ultramel stuff I've seen at shows when it comes to variety and amazing clown stuff. I can tell you that. The blackhead stuff, the spot nose stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong. You had a spot nose Ultramel clown on the table, right?
Which one was
no, I think it was a blackhead.
Blackhead
Ultramel clown? Or did we take the leopard?
Oh yeah, maybe it was a leopard. Yeah, the last show was the leopard one.
Okay, yeah, those were freaking insane. You guys are killing it with the Ultramel clown stuff. Where are you going in the near future with Ultramel clown?
This year we have some pairings with black pastel, acid, leopard. What else?
Yeah, so we're trying to hit the black pastel, leopard, acid, clown, Ultramel.
Oh yeah.
What are your thoughts on some people avoiding hypo and Ultramel? Because I know you have hypo Ultramel stuff going, and I'm curious. Oh, you don't? There's no hypo in your Ultramel?
There will never be hypo in our Ultramel.
All right, never mind then.
Yeah.
Let's move forward.
I'm with you guys. I don't think hypo's really good in Ultramel, right? You know, my boy Brock also agrees with you guys on that.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen in pictures, I don't think I've seen one up like in person, but like the picture, I don't know. I
don't think it benefits it anyway. I think Ultramel is its own like color palette, and that should be like, you know, put out there more instead of like hypo. I like hypo, don't get me wrong. We got a lot of hypo, just not in our Ultramel. I just don't want it to dull Ultramel's, you know, zest.
Here's the thing, like I'm trying to make it like people are just so like, what? They're so worried about 2 or 3 recessives. Like, why not just make Ultramel with the 2 or 3 codons first and see what that looks like, and then put hypo in it? Like, they're not even trying to make like the cool recessive base with 2 or 3 codons. They're trying to make triples with like maybe 1 codon, right? Like, and it's, I don't know. I just
that's a very good point. Like trying to hit a recessive or a triple project without even knowing what it's going to look like with incomplete dominance in it. But not only that, like, what if it's not a good combination? What are you going to go backwards now? Like, it's kind of like you already made it and you almost have to like double down on it. Otherwise, it's like, man, why would you want to wash any double recessive project? Like, I feel like once you get to that, because it's not easy to hit, right? Like once you get into that area of production, like it's like, dude, it's a pain in the ass to go backwards from there, you know? And so I feel like it's exactly what Danny said. Like, why not hit Ultramel with some incomplete dominance that you are obsessed with, and then work on top of that from there? Because like what I was gonna say is, and I'm not even trying to hit on my own projects, like and I still might have a chance to hit it, and I could still be wrong, but super gravel, pavement, clown shit, that's up my alley. But I was working it with hypo. And I forgot who it was, but I saw super gravel, or I saw something with it with hypo, and I'm like, fuck, like it takes away from the intenseness. Like, cool thing about gravel, super gravel, and it with clown, like it's the color palette on it. It's like, whoa, like that's extreme. Like it's fucking it's very extreme. And so when you have hypo on it, it's cool looking, but you lose that extreme. Like you lose the color palette, like you would on Ultramel. And so I don't know. Like I said, I feel like if I do end up missing hypo and all my super gravel clown stuff this year, I think I'm gonna look at it as like a blessing, and I'm just gonna hold back all that super gravel clown stuff and then go a different route, like DG or Exantic, wherever the fuck I want to go. I don't know, but yeah, it's better to figure out what those incomplete dominants you want to work with in that recessive before you just go double triple and go, okay, now what? So that's also a good game right there. What do you say, Emilio? Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely, man. I was also going to ask him about the other recessives though as well. And correct me if I'm wrong, bro. My memories might be bad. You had a Cypress Ultramel clown on the table?
No, we purchased that one from Miguel.
Yeah.
Okay, but was it there?
No.
Oh, it was a Cypress chocolate Ultramel.
Oh, we had the Cypress chocolate Ultramel at the show.
There you
go.
go.
Yeah.
There you go. That thing was freaking incredible.
So Cypress chocolate's a hit, right? I'm sorry. Chocolate Ultramel's a hit for you guys. Is that something? Okay, cool.
It's good. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you guys about Ultra Puzzle and Ultra Sunset. Are you guys working those projects at all, or?
Yes.
Yeah, those are freaking dope, man. I'm also going down that route. How about Ultra Monsoon?
No.
That's gonna be weird. I'm not weird, but I don't know what to expect when I think of an Ultramel Monsoon. Nobody's made that yet?
Some guy, Danny in Italy.
But it's what's special or something? It had another codom in it.
They had special or Mojave or both.
Something.
I think he might have hit two of them. But it's nice. I have some animals for that as well, but I'm probably gonna move on. It's just too many projects, bro. Yeah.
And so speaking of that, I know we were just talking not too long ago about like having to figure out what incomplete dominance it is that you even want to work with. Like, let's think about the amount of morphs that are out there that, like, how can you figure out what is all out there within the first year or two of being in this? It's not possible.
Yeah. No.
Like, even if you geek out on every fucking podcast, if you geek out on every fucking piece of content from here for the next 2 years, there's still going to be an incomplete dominant you're forgetting about. I'm telling you, it's just too much. And I feel like that's what people also are doing, is they're trying to cram as much as they can, as fast as they can, without even realizing what they're missing. You know what I mean? Because a lot of this shit just comes second nature at a point. And as you're just kind of growing, you start to find out what's what, versus just, I feel like rushing it, man. And I don't know if you guys feel like the whole rush thing is a thing in the ball python game with new keepers coming in. I sort of see it, but I don't know. I think you're really up.
We're all like that in the beginning. When we're all guilty of going too fast and buying too many things in the beginning.
That's true.
You know what I mean? It's like, because everybody's just so excited. You know what I mean? That's why when you meet somebody new that's into it, like, you gotta like talk to them, but like you can't blame them for like buying whatever, all these crazy stuff or everything they think it's cool. It's, we all did it.
You know what I really like in Ultramel? Red stripe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is really nice.
You guys have that? You guys have that working right now?
No.
We have a pairing.
For red stripe?
Red stripe Ultramel?
Yeah, we have the Fire Ultramel clown paired up to the spot nose.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Yeah, we do. But I don't know if she's going to do it. She's on that like balancing of reabsorbing and.
No, she's going to go. She's gonna go.
Especially after this, she's going for sure.
Yeah.
You there?
See, if Renee wasn't even here, if Renee wasn't even here, we wouldn't know that Ultramel Red Stripe was even a thing for you guys. Like, sick, dude. Yeah. So with that being said, though, do you feel? I don't know, like what's the competition feeling like right now? Like, and not that you guys are worried about it, but like, do you feel like you're working hard in certain areas to make a sale right now with all the other Ultramel that's out there, or do you feel like your Ultramel is kind of selling itself? Like,
well, I'm not gonna lie, we literally have 10 animals listed on our morph market, and I'm not really in like a push to sell them. So we only have 4 clutches out, and we're kind of holding off on the show. So I don't feel like we're like hurting, like begging for sales type thing. We're kind of just like, okay, it's kind of like a slow transitional period until all this stuff starts hatching. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I wish we had more clutches.
I wish we had more.
I wish I had more stuff to sell.
We're in the same boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're saying this with you guys are about to hit 70 clutches this year, and you want
I wish
more.
I had it last year.
Well, I wish we had more currently. Like, I literally have an incubator and a half full of eggs that, September is going to be nuts. And it's just, I have to wait.
Damn.
I love it. I love to hear it.
So you guys are in the thick of everything as far as the breeding season, right? Like you're in the middle of the breeding season, and then September is when basically shit hits the fan, like you just said. Like it's all full go after that.
Yeah. September and October are going to be crazy with babies. Yeah.
You guys ready for a hot summer? It's gonna be hot down here, dude. SoCal's gonna be hot this year. It's gonna be fucking hot. I have a feeling.
Yeah.
It's gonna. So we obviously in San Diego, it's been like mid 80s for the last few days, and then now it goes down to like lower 80s for a couple days, and then I looked Wednesday next week, it's 92, and I'm like, oh my fucking god. And I'm so scared because that's all I see is 92. I want to know what the other days are gonna be right after that. I'm assuming it's gonna be a fucking cycle of 90 days coming up here real soon. So, God damn.
Hey, when I got into the truck Saturday afternoon at 4:00, the truck said it was 105 outside.
Oh my God. It probably felt it.
Yep.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, the heat index down here in Florida right now is like 105 to 110. It's crazy. Yeah.
So with that being said, you guys, obviously your collection's at your property. It's at your house, right? So it's not like it's off property or anything like that. So do you guys ever have to deal with electric outs, like blackouts or anything like that? Random blackouts?
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
All right, I do every year, but yeah, I'm ready too because I got my solar and I got my backup battery. So fucking bring it on. But I'm curious, what are you guys doing for backup? Like, what's your guys' plan?
I got two gas generators, and then I got one of those like power banks, like like those battery things. And then it comes with like the solar panel. So it's more for like the rodents. So like I can just hook it up at night. So if the power goes down at night, it could just run the power overnight
and cool them off.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Because all they need is that break, right? Like I feel like they could handle that heat, but it needs to drop. Like it needs to go back down where their body, thermal regulates down to what it needs, and then they're okay. Because right now, my shed peak hot time, even with the fucking AC unit in there, still gets like 87, and I'm like, holy shit, it's fucking warm in here. But then at nighttime, or in the morning when I wake up, it's 69 degrees in there, and I'm like, oh fuck yeah, it's perfect, and they're doing all right, man. It's like I said, the heat's coming. It's about to get hot. It's about to get hotter around here for sure. So,
I mean, it'll affect your rat production.
Yeah, for sure. Right now, it's cracking right now, and I'm happy. I'm glad that it's all happening right now. But I already know once heat happens, like on the regular basis, because it's coming and going, then yeah, everything's gonna slow down. So, but I'm freezing like a motherfucker right now. So I'm stacking. So I'm good. So okay. With that being said, your breeding season doesn't change for the most part, or do you guys? I can't remember if you guys breed all year round. Like, are you guys 24/7 pairing throughout the year, or do you have a certain time of the year where you're not pairing?
Just follow the ultrasound.
Yeah,
non-stop, right?
I think it was pretty continuous from 24 to 25. Maybe like 1 or 2 pairings near like November, December.
You still get like the group, like you have like the group, right? There's a huge bulk in between, right? And you have like the beginning and like the end. Like it's always like that. No matter if you breed all year round, right? It's always like that same feeling. And you get the 1 or 2 that are just weird.
Random.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very true. And with that being said, like you guys plan on increasing production as we move forward? Like what's what's a number in sight for you guys? Like, what do you feel like a happy number will be clutch wise each year once you're at where you want to be at?
I'd really like to see how we do this year with the potential 70 clutches. 34 was totally manageable, but we always wanted more than that. So if it's going to be too much, maybe like 50, 60. What do you think?
Yeah, but I don't foresee it. I'm not prepared for it. So
yeah,
the 70 is something where if it works out, then you'll be cool 70 every year, is what you're saying.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I will see when we get there.
I guess it really depends on the females, like if they want to lay, but you have that opportunity, like meaning like you will pair like 100 females every year, like that's what
I mean, I'll tell you what, like a female's not here unless you're going to be pairing up. Like she's not here just to like be hanging out, you know what I mean? Unless it's like one like a pet or something. But we definitely like we'll cycle them out, right? Like everybody gets cycled out. Like you're here for a reason, right? If you're going to be paired up or a certain project or whatever it is.
Yeah, dude. Ever since my wife came in here and she was like asking, does this snake pay rent? Does this snake pay rent? And I was like, no. Like meaning like, what's it here for? Like I had so many snakes that are just here and I'm just here. I am feeding them. And I'm like, fuck, like you're right. Like if you're going to be here, there needs to be a purpose. Like you have to be here for a reason, Yeah. And it's crazy. A lot of people don't even realize like they're so used to having so many animals where they don't even bother walking around wondering like, should I have this right now in my rack system? I guarantee people took the time to do that. Whew, you'd have a lot less animals for sure. But they just go with the motions, and sometimes they're not paying attention. So yeah. And you guys breed all your own rodents, right?
Yeah, Danny does.
Dude, let's talk about how crucial that is this time, like in this era, right? Like not depending on someone to give you rodents is so fucking goddamn peace of mind. It's ridiculous. Like
I couldn't do it if I had to like have just somebody supply me. I just couldn't, unless I was buying frozen thawed in bulk. Like, but other than that, like it just doesn't. It wouldn't make sense to do it. You know what I mean?
Even frozen thawed stuff's inconsistent. Like I remember, I don't want to throw any businesses under the bus, but remember getting medium rats and they look like fucking smalls for after a while. And then I look at the smalls and I'm like, dude, you look like a goddamn rat pup. Like I noticed that the sizes were like changing. And then even with the live rodents, I was getting dropped off here. And I know it's because they got hit with a bad summer last year and they lost a lot of production, but it never bounced back. Like their small rats were never the same again. Like they were always like tiny. And I'm like, dude, how am I going to get my fucking female to go with feeding them this shit? You know what I mean? I would have to feed them like 6 of these. And that's when I realized I'm like, you're not going to have a good production year if you keep this up. And that's why 4 months ago I had to fucking start breeding my own rodents and I'll never go back, dude. It sucks. Don't get me wrong. Fucking tomorrow morning's rodent day. Oh yeah. Fucking great. But it's worth it. When I'm walking to my trap and I have all these rodents and I'm like, no. I'm like, God damn it. This is like $400 right here. I'm just so happy. It's cool not paying that, dude. I was paying $280 a week, like every week, $280. And that shit just got old. I was like, fuck that. I'm good. But
yeah, I mean, even if you can't fully supply yourself, if you're able to just do like a little bit, you know what I mean? Even have like a little bit on the side and one rack or something of the rodents, that helps out a lot too, especially for babies and everything.
Yeah, just having them on hand. Oh my God, like just I need to get one for whatever reason. You just never know when you just need to have one on deck. Like it's crazy that you say that because either babies that just start eating or they're not eating yet or whatever, they'll just start acting hungry, and then you just gotta. That's when you need to go run and go get a hopper and feed that fucking thing. And I'm saying that because my super gravel clown that I made just hasn't been eating, and so last night I looked and it was like kind of cruising, and I'm like, oh shit, and I threw one in there and sure enough it ate it. So it's cool to just be able to have that luxury where I gotta go get a rodent, Yeah, but again too, go ahead. Timely
feeding. And before, years back I used to only be able to feed once a week. Now I can feed whenever the hell I want.
Yeah. Dude, yes. And dude, I was stuck to a once a week schedule, and I had no choice really because that's when I was getting my stuff dropped off. My guy wasn't doing multiple runs a week. It was just a one week thing. And so I think that's why a lot of my holdbacks took fucking forever to grow up, because I was feeding them once a week. And I was feeding them more of a bigger meal versus smaller, consistent meals. And ever since, again, I've had my own production, any hatchings I have, they eat twice a week now. And they're growing a lot quicker now, way quicker. And so dude, again, another plus of having your own rodent production. And I feel like that's the one up. Like, you know, I remember Mark telling me a couple years ago how much success he has 6-month, 7-month-old males fucking getting the job done at 800, 900 grams. I'm like, how the fuck did you get your male to get to 800, 900 grams? And he told me the fucking how he feeds it. And I'm like, holy shit, that makes sense. And so, and it turns out a lot of people do that.
Yeah, what's breaking most people's backs out there is they either can't get the rodents in a timely fashion, they're not available, or they can't afford them.
Dude, yeah. And then, you know, mind you, the commute some of these people are making. I mean, it got to the point where I was even having to drive to Temecula, which actually wasn't that bad of a drive, but still, like, okay, here goes an hour, 15 minutes, and like one way there and one way back. And so, and then I heard, you know, other stories of people driving 2-3 hours to get rodents. Fuck, dude. But I mean, but what choice do you have? Like, you know, some people don't have a choice. They got to feed their animals. And so, yeah, I don't know, man. Again, this is also a lot of stuff people need to think before expanding and getting to that point. Like, if you ever want to get to the point where, you know, we're talking Renee and, you know, Danny and Emilio numbers here, dude, you have to produce your own rats. I'm sorry. Like, I know a lot of people can't in some areas, and I get it. And if that's the case, why would you want that many reptiles if you can't produce your own rats? Like, shit's gonna hit the fan eventually, and you're not gonna be able to feed your own rats, and time's gonna suck when that happens. Like,
Danny, Renee, people hear us say, "Oh, we're producing 70 clutches, and we have 10 animals left." They're like, "What? What the hell?" Hey, let's be real, bro. Let's be real. Hey, how many vendors do you see when you vend that they have animals that they've had for 8 months to a year and a half for sale?
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, you can tell, like, when you walk by a table, you can tell animals that are like over a year old, and like you've seen them at the show multiple times, right? With the same animals. It's like, I don't know. It's what they call insanity, doing the same thing over and over again. It's like, you got to do something different, right? Like, it's not working. Something's not working.
Yeah, and then it depends on what the project is, right? If it's a project animal, whatever it is, right? But man, if it's not a project animal and it's really big, the odds are people are looking for a baby, right? It's man, it's rough. It's a little rough out there. So God bless, and hope they figure it out.
Day by day. Renee, let me ask you, a lot of the things that you handle, from what I remember, is the online sales or inquiries, right? Like, social media is kind of your description when it comes to Portuguese pythons, right?
Yeah, so social media, shipping, MORPH market, and then I clean like that half of the room by myself, which is males, babies, and whole backs, and then we split cleaning all the females, and then he does all the feeding. So
yeah, and then the picture taking and all that stuff. Like, what's your guys' like go to when you do have an animal, you want to take pictures of it? Like, how far do you guys go when it comes to getting ready for all that stuff? Like, I'm just curious.
What do you mean? Like, what do we use? As far
as like you get like a whole box. Like, you know, people have like
just an iPhone, like
just use an iPhone. No, we have a photo box, like a light box. It's like the pop-up one. And then he just puts like a piece of, we've been doing a piece of like our flooring when we had our flooring done. But he did like the adults on like COCO, and then we just have like a little Amazon like clip-on light for the phone we use sometimes if we're just grabbing a quick picture for a customer or something. But yeah, just our iPhone.
And you guys are on I remember I was going to ask you this earlier when we were talking about rodents, but you guys feed rats to your adults, right? Or do you do ASFs as well?
It's rats.
Just rats. Okay.
Straight rats, no mice. No ASF.
Yeah.
Mice.
Yeah, and if we have ASFs, we'll feed them too. But I mean, just whatever. They'll eat whatever they want.
But it's typical mice and rats, right? You go from mice to rats, like hopper mice and rats. So you guys breed your own mice too?
You talking about like for babies? How you start?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like how it all starts.
Yeah, all the babies I start on hoppers just because I find it easier to just throw a hopper in there and come back a few hours later.
Yeah.
You know? If it's gonna eat it, it's gonna eat it. If it's not, then by that time you just take it out.
Yeah.
That stationary rat pup, or I'm sorry, rat fuzzy or rat pink. In my experience, most of the time it just doesn't work, man.
Using that as a first time prey item?
Yeah.
You'd be surprised though. Some of them prefer, like, it's weird because you would think that, and then you'd have a one-off situation where one's not eating, and you put a rat pink or a rat fuzz, and it eats it. Like it's I feel like for the most part, Hopper's the way to go for sure. Like it's like I would say, like, if you were to do 100 baby ball pythons, I would say 90, if not 95 of them are going to eat a Hopper. But then you'll have that one where it's like maybe he doesn't want so much movement. And I realized now that I remember, like, I think what I did to this fucking super gravel clown by accident is one of those situations where I tossed a Hopper in it and landed on its head, and it fucking tucked the head and like just didn't want to come out after that. So I do know that if you do have a little, like, I guess a little scaredy cat ball python, you know, don't throw the little Hopper on its head sometimes. Just fucking.
Some people swear by starting them on rats. In my experience, even when I bred rats only, it was very frustrating to have to go buy Hoppers.
Yeah, fuck, you gotta have it all. You gotta have it all.
Most of the animals would not start on rat pinks or rat fuzzies. They just wouldn't. So it was frustrating.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people get concerned that they're going to get stuck on mice. Like, they won't. Like, they can feed a mice, get them frozen thawed, go back to a mouse, go back to a rat. Like, they're at that age, they don't care, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just like the old school stigma of like the whole getting stuck on a prey item. But yeah, I think the only time I've ever had a snake that only wanted one prey item was an older breeder male ball python that was only being fed mice, like its majority life. And so when I got him, that's all he wanted to eat was mice. But everything else, it'll fucking rat, mice, ASF, it's fucking gonna eat it. You know what I mean? Once it gets to that point of being a machine, like, because they do become little machines, and it doesn't matter what you feed it at that point. So yeah, I don't know. I've had a couple people, or not even, I forgot who the breeder was, but say that I think it was, who was it, dude? Steel City, who said he feeds his males nothing but mice, like only the males get mice or something like that, even through adulthood, and that all his males are like 1,200 grams or something like that.
I stopped. I want to get as much size on my males now as I can. But
he was saying he was getting size by feeding him mice.
I mean, maybe
multiple. Yeah, I think he was feeding.
Or he feeds them.
He was. No, he was feeding his adults multiple times a week. Exactly what it was.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
We feed our adult males. I feed them mice. Like, if they want 2 or 3, I'll just feed them 2 or 3. Like, you know, if you open the tub and they come out, I'll just feed them another one.
Yeah, but once it gets so big, you don't need they usually maintain them at that point. They don't need big meals once they get to that size, and they just maintain that size. It's perfect.
Yeah, but like going into breeding season, right? Like, a lot of these males I have males that are starting to go back on food now, right? Because they're like over the whole breeding.
You have a lot of males that turn off food.
Yeah, so if they stop, like, because they'll eat for a while, right, with the mice, but then eventually they just stop eating for a little bit, and then eventually they come back on when they're ready. But I'll just, like, right now, like, I'll open it and they want 2 or 3, I'll just feed them 2 or 3, right? Because I know eventually they get to the point where they're gonna go back on breeding, and I want them to have that weight on them.
Yeah, especially if there's a moment where they're not eating. I feel like that extra is definitely important. Yeah. But then again, I feel like, here's another thing too. Like, when you have a male that's fucking breeding, eventually that's all he wants to do. Like, he just wants to breed, you know, which is also important why you should have a good sized male, because the male is fine. Like, if you have a male that goes off food and he's in the middle of breeding, obviously that you should want to get food in him as soon as possible. I don't recommend just keep breeding them, because I've done that and it didn't end well, I'll tell you that much. So I tried to, like, make sure if I am breeding a male, he's eating. Like, he's like, maybe 1 week he'll go without food, but no more than 2 weeks. Like, I always want something in that male's stomach if he's fucking trying to, you know, lay pipe, for sure.
That, or he has to be really a big, strong.
Or he has to be a big boy. Yeah, he has to be a big boy.
A big, strong, mature male could take it, but yeah, you're 100% right. I'm protecting my males a lot more now, man.
Me too.
I had a couple losses the last couple years, and
me too.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep more males. It's a must.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. This is all eye-opening to me because of me losing the males. I lost 2 males year after year due to like not really realizing how important the food intake is during, like, even just one like it didn't even go that long. It was like maybe 1 or 2 pairings after being off food, and it just fucking tanked after that. And it was like, God damn. And it never bounced back. And so, just, you know, stuff to consider out there for people. But so 2019 you guys came into the game, or 20? You were pre-COVID, right?
Yeah.
We started breeding before COVID, and then we joined Morph Market like right when the shutdown happened, and started selling like right when shutdown happened.
What does this guy mean by this, Danny?
Travis.
Danny is my baby's daddy.
What's up, dog?
Renee, I don't know if that's important information for you to know, but
I have to get a shed tested.
Hey, you guys, I want to let you know, I would have never guessed that you got in 2019.
yeah, dude, they've been around.
Or you guys move fucking awesome.
You
guys are OG, freaking 5 years in. OG to me.
That's 5. That's a mark. They say once you make it past 5 years, you can fucking you're in. I from what I've heard, you know. How do you feel?
We've been keeping since 17, breeding since 18, but like officially joined Morph Market selling in 2020.
Oh,
so
okay.
we did like the Craigslist sales, you know, good times.
Yeah, but your Portuguese pythons was like you had that logo already before COVID, right? That was already
it was right when the lockdown happened. Like we had already been creating it and everything, and then lockdown happened, and boom, here we are.
Because I'll never forget, I had Pedro from Portugal on, and that's when you guys either commented. That's the first time I ever saw who you guys were, because I had Pedro on. Do you guys remember that? Do you remember that very first time ever commenting on one of my episodes? And that's when I went to go look who you guys were, and then I want to say Marshall, or I forgot one big dog was like I forgot what it was, but I was like, oh shit. And then I looked into you guys, and here we are. It's crazy. Time flies.
Jinx.
6 years, dude. Can you believe that? So we're going on 7 years now, if you think about it. We're 2025. It's already gone.
Done. Yeah.
It's gone. Already halfway there. It's
guys,
crazy.
so let me ask you this. What combos are you gonna be doing outside of Ultramel?
Hey, wait. Before you answer that, this is funny.
Okay.
This is funny. Matt, you know this guy is super monarch, like fucking gangster to the fullest. And he just said, Danny Renee almost made me get some Ultramel.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to bring on Homeboy for a round 2.
Yeah, epic. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stop you, Emilio. Go and ask that question again. I'm sorry.
No, I was just wondering what combos are you going to pursue outside of Ultramel? What moves you in the game outside of Ultramel?
True Ghost.
Yeah, True Ghost. We're working that, I guess. What else? Hypo Clown stuff. I don't know if it really like.
We're not gonna make it. We're just making
heads for it, but yeah, I don't know. Ultramel, True Ghost.
I feel like you guys are avoiding Sunset because I'm on this show right now. You don't have to. Let's talk about it.
We can talk about Sunset.
You love it. You love it, right? You guys, that's an important project for you guys, isn't it?
Yeah. So, we got really lucky.
I heard a tone. I hear energy shifting your tone right now, Renee. You got me interested. I'm listening.
Okay, I'm a little bummed out because the 2 females. Is it okay if I share?
Yeah.
Okay, so the 2 females that made are like really awesome, like very surprised, very great odd clutches last year. One female, sadly, she passed away, and then the other one reabsorbed. So we're not going to have any sunsets this year, but we did hold back quite a bit from 24. I think we're going to end up holding back everything.
So you're just bummed off results, not off you're bummed off the unfortunate bad luck with that, not off the actual like production part. Like you're still Team Sunset for sure.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
You just got kicked in the cojones with that this year, unfortunately.
Yeah, and then my Sunset Ultramel girls don't have any interest in going, or my double het, and my double het Sunset Pie girls either. So my year for Sunset kind of got pooped on.
Next year.
Yeah.
Way to go. That's my thing with Sunset. It's so rude to my friends. You know what I mean? Like, it's not cool. I'm just kidding. No, but okay. But one of the biggest Sunset supporters right now in the game is Ultramel. Because Ultramel Sunset is, I don't know, one of my favorite combos in Ultra. I mean, if you want to talk about what's giving Sunset legs right now, is shit like Ultramel. Because of the color. I feel like it's meant to be together.
Yes.
So
and then with some codons in there.
Yeah, just need some codons.
Well, what's puzzle? What do you think Puzzle's going to do with Sunset and Ultramel all together?
I don't know. I don't know if you, I don't.
I
To
think
be honest, I don't know if you're gonna
I
be
think
able to
it's too
see
much.
enough. You know what I mean? It might be too much. Like
Someone's gonna get fucked in that mix. Like it's either gonna be Sunset or Puzzle.
I think a lot of it's gonna bleed together. You know what I mean? Like it's like at Sunset, I think it's hard to get like solid like pattern definition, right? Like a lot of these combos, like what everybody's looking for is that solid definition, right? In the pattern, I think that's the hardest thing, right? And then when you add that third recessive, I think it's just gonna even like muddle it up even more. But I could be wrong.
So guys, where do we go with Ultramel Sunset? Do we go black pastel confusion, acid confusion? Do we go blackhead, Leo? Like, what are you guys thinking?
That's what we
That's what we have.
That's what we have. Right?
Blackhead and leopard.
So we have double heads with blackhead and leopard in it. That's what our goal. Like to make a blackhead leopard Sunset Ultramel would be cool.
Hell yeah, yeah.
But
we
we're hoping they go this year, but maybe next year.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucking awesome, man.
Can I bring up because I want to ask to see if this happened to Renee and Danny and yeah, before anyone tells me just get an ultrasound, I get it. I don't have one, so let's fucking forget about it. But I have a weird situation with a blackhead clown female right now. She I don't know the date, but she ovulated at least fucking about over 2 months ago, okay, and then had her prelay shed about 50 days ago. I know she's gravid. Like she's gravid. Like she's laying belly upside down. I'm coming in every morning like, dude, what the fuck? Like no eggs yet? Like, and so I'm tripping and I'm like, what's happening? And so today, guess what? She's in shed.
Oof.
What the fuck?
Maybe she's reabsorbing.
I don't know though, man. That's crazy. But here's another thing. I just had a female, my super GHI. She did slug out. She shed, then she laid. Or she laid, then she shed. Either way, I walked in, I pulled the clutch, and there was a shed in there.
She's not ridged up or anything. You can't see eggs.
I'm not really messing with her. I mean, I had pulled her out, and I'm looking at her. I'm like, dude, she's gravid. She's fucking. I'm looking at her like, there's obviously you're gravid. You know what I mean? But she just doesn't look like she doesn't look. I don't know. I don't know.
Then
but I'm wondering.
She's probably not, right.
Probably, say that again. She's probably what?
She's probably not. If you can't see, if you're not sure, she's probably not, bro. Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure because I don't have an ultrasound. But if I look at her, I'm sure.
Picture, what do you call it? Palpating? Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
What if you palpate her?
We should be able to. If they're that big, you should be able to hold it up.
You know exactly. You know, you hold up a gravid female and you see the whole like, oh my god, look at that football. She has that. It's there. It's clear as day. It's there. You know what I mean? And she's in shed. So I don't know, and I don't know why this would happen again. That's funky for this to happen. I don't know if there's a weird thing going on in my collection. That's never happened. It's never happened to me before.
Danny always tells me it's the moon. You gotta wait for the new moon or the old moon or.
Oh, you're Indian.
Portuguese.
Oh.
You're way off.
I thought Indians like, oh, the moon, the blue moon. I thought that's what you were talking about. I'm sorry. I thought you were giving me like ancestral shit. I'm sorry. My bad.
No, that's what he says. I said this female hasn't laid. When's the full moon? When's the new moon? And like he's right. Because usually they will lay or something right after a new moon or a full moon. I'm not even lying.
It happened.
I thought he was full of it.
It happened to this girl Amanda as well. She put a story in the Patreon chats not too long ago. Her female shed and then laid at the same time. That's weird. I gotta look into that because that's. I mean, even though that's odd, it's still something to look into. I'm wondering why that is.
Some of them are funky, man. Like we were talking about earlier. Some of them just do their own thing, bro. You know? Yeah,
because listen, we all know that once the snake ovulates, they're not going to eat until they lay. Technically, right? For the most, right? You guys never had a snake eat after ovulation, have you?
No, but we go ahead.
My boy did.
Your boy?
Yeah, my boy. One of his snakes did eat.
Oh, I thought you meant your boy. I was like, I'm not talking about a boy snake.
Oh, yeah, I mean, and in my 20 years, I think I had something like that happen at least once.
Yeah. So John Irby, chondro guy, his snake ate 2 days before she laid. That's just crazy. To me, that's unheard of. But you sometimes you just got to throw the rule book out of the fucking window, dude. So either way, I just want my eggs. You know, it'd be cool to make some blackhead clown combos. I'm just dying. My point was with this whole story. Shout out to Blackhead. I love Blackhead. Huge fan of Blackhead. Okay, and I feel like Blackhead is like, you know, I feel like there's numbers of incomplete dominance you want to be working with, but Blackhead top 3 in my opinion. Especially if you like that dark shit. If you like that dark stuff, you got to have Blackhead and go and then go super with it. But have you guys worked any super Blackhead stuff yet? I'm curious if you guys have made any of the super Blackhead stuff.
We did make 2 super Blackhead. Well, 2 that we kept. I think there was another one in there too.
Yeah.
We sold 1, kept 2. So we have super Blackhead, pastel super Blackhead, Ultramel. Is there something else, leopard or something? And then just a super Blackhead het Ultramel.
Have you guys heard of anything bad about making super blackheads at all? Like, you obviously, me and Lou have talked about super GHIs being funky for the most part, and that's facts. It is. I hate to admit it, but super GHIs it's not gonna be a thing for me. Like, I'm not worth it for me. But I'm curious. Have you heard anything about blackhead being like that with being a super form, like also like kind of funky, or no? I'm curious if there's anything out there.
That whole complex, all the supers in that complex can have a wobble. Even super blackheads too.
Any super doesn't matter. Like if it's a super, it has a potential.
Even like super chocolates will have a wobble too.
In the complex, he said.
Yeah.
In the complex.
Spider complex.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, so blackheads in the spider complex.
Mm-hmm.
There's some other stuff in the spider complex too that I remember RGI put a chart out, and I didn't want to look at it. I was so upset. I was like, wait, what? I think GHI's in there. No.
No.
Cypress.
Cypress. That was the one I was bummed out about. But
Cypress, spot nose, chocolate, blackhead.
Super chocolates have a wobble, huh? But not all of them, but it can happen.
It can, yeah.
Damn, that sucks.
But not like we had one where it had like, you can tell like it has like a little like, you know what I mean? But it's not like all like really bad and weird, but
it's not full DTD. It's like only like.
Well, we have a Powerball and he has like a little bit, but he's good.
Emilio is very anti Powerball.
I haven't noticed anything really in my super blackhead head lab. I haven't noticed anything. I mean,
and then ours are completely fine too.
Yeah.
Can we go back to chocolate? Because I feel like, you know, I love chocolate. I think the fact that it's helping Ultramel is cool. Do you feel like you're going to put super chocolate into Ultramel, or are you going to avoid the super form in Ultramel with chocolate?
Maybe it'll take a while. We don't have no females with chocolate, so it'd take a few years before.
We do, but they're not right. They're last year's.
Dude, Renee's so all over it.
Oh, yeah. See, that's my record.
I want that. I'm saying, like, dude, if I had you know how many times I've probably been wrong, and I just because I don't just talking, and Lily would have been like, "No, dude, that's not right."
She's right. Yeah, she's not remember. Yeah, see,
I thrive on him being wrong.
Oh, you and Lily would fucking get along then. Jesus Christ.
I just want to be like, I was right.
I almost tell Lily I'm wrong just to get her in a good mood sometimes. Like, no, yeah, I don't know. Like, I was very like GHI is like my first, I would say my first love. Like my real, like I spent $300. Most expensive I ever spent on a snake was a GHI, and I remember how crazy I wanted to do super GHI and everything. I'll never forget that's what I was. And then it took me 5 years after working it to realize super GHI is like it has some problems, and that's it is what it is, you know. But it'd be cool to not have to wait that long to figure out that's not the route to go with super, because dude, not too many people like tell you that. Like they'll let you work that shit and find that out on your own, which is like I get it. And that's kind of why you got to figure shit out sometimes on your own. Like, no one's going to tell you not to work something, but you know damn well you see somebody and you're like, I wouldn't do that.
I mean, I'm going to make more of super blackhead and super chocolates. And
me too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with them, but
I haven't seen it either. So I kind of want to see if I see it. And then if I see it, I'll determine how severe it is. And if it's something where it was like all the spiders I had at one point and they're fucking shooting to the moon. Then
even the allelic combos have it too a little bit. I've seen it. In that complex.
Really?
Yeah, just Cypress spot no stuff, right?
Yeah, or chocolates. Because we have a chocolate cypress that has like, if it gets really excited, I can tell because I know what it looks like. You know what I mean? Like, but it's like it's very, very subtle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, for me, the only thing I'm gonna stay away from as best I can is Powerball stuff. I just rather not. And I have some animals from a buddy of mine that hit some hidden gene womas, right? And man, I had a little girl at the table this 2 weekends ago say, "Hey, why is this one acting all weird?"
Or just a single gene, hidden gene?
Hidden gene woma, mahogany, something like that, right? So I called my buddy over and I said, "See, I told you." The little girl saw it, you know.
Saw the wobble?
Yeah.
Damn, if a little girl's calling you out, that's not good.
Yeah, bro. we laughed about it. Listen, they're great animals at the end of the day.
Yeah.
She's like, let's name it Lefty. Why? Because it keeps going to the left.
I have one spider left in the collection because she's 17 years old. I'm not here ragging on anything. I just rather not. That's all I'm saying. You know?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But the super chocolate stuff, super blackhead, all that stuff is I've seen nothing. So I'm gonna keep doing that. You know?
Also, too, like nobody has to take any advice they hear. Like that's a beautiful thing about the ball python game. If you feel like you're onto something, like if you feel like Skelet's ball pythons has a shot, go for it, dude. Go by all means, go for it. Let me know how that works. You don't have to take advice. I feel like some people feel like they get pressured, but all we're trying to do is like telling you like what has worked for us and what doesn't work for us, what we like and what we don't like. You don't have to do anything that we do. It's pro-choice. That's what and I recommend like doing what you want to do. Like that's another reason why you'll never have to stress about selling a snake if it's something that you have that you love. Like if it's like you guys held back so much stuff and you're cool with it. Like that was actually a game plan for you guys. So get in a position where if you do produce stuff, you want to keep it. Like, you know, because I feel like that attracts sales too. Like when people see like you have cool stuff and you're not really posting it for sale, like you're just posting it, dude, people are going to ask. They're going to be on your bumper for sure. Or asking like what your plans are or whatever. You know what I mean? People are buying shit that's not for sale right now. That's what's happening. Like other than auctions. But anyways,
yeah, there's certain stuff that will like as it gets older, like the value only goes up on, right? There's certain animals, right? Females or whatever it is, males. And there's other animals that value does not go up, right? It actually goes down. So those animals you want to move first, right? Or have more intensity to move those, right? And then the other animals are as bigger they get, the more you feed them, just the value just goes up, right? Or the want for them goes up, right?
Right. Depending on the animal, of course.
Exactly, right? If it's a project specific or a good male, like, you know, 200-300 grams more is only going to add more, like, people are just going to want it more, right? Because it's going to be for breeding or whatever.
I actually have a row, and I'm happy I did this. 2 years ago, I forgot what the pairing was, but I made some leopards and Mojaves that are all 100% triple het DG hypo clown. Okay. And I was kind of stressing because I was like, you know, people aren't even buying hets right now. Like it's fucking weird. And I was like, just fucking hold them back, dude. Like they're all females, hold them back. And like, I realized, holy shit, I have this whole row of leopards and Mojaves that are all 100% triple hets. And I have all this shit that I'm making now that I can hold back that are males that are all going to go to those girls next year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, imagine if I would have sold those for $50. Like, you know what I mean? Or something for like, or for free shipping. Take it. Fuck that. No way, dude. Now I'm about to make visuals with them. You know what I mean? Next year. So,
but that doesn't mean hold everything back, right? Like,
no,
you know what I mean? Like some stuff is not worth holding back. So don't be like, hey, I'm just going to hold it back. Like, well, no, you probably should just get rid of that.
I held back, I think 4 out of like 12 of those or something like that. Yeah. So only because I liked how they looked. Like I looked at them, and even though they're heads, I'm like, dude, that's, you know, you see markings or like the visual, like okay, I see what the fuck's going. Like you don't look like a normal leopard to me. You know what I mean? I held the good quality looking stuff back. You know what I mean? Which I feel like people don't even bother to do, even with the het parent or something that's 100% het production. You know, like you got to look at the good quality in those. And regardless if it's just a het, keep that shit. Like there's something going on with that snake if it looks that good. You know what I mean? But you're right. You can't hold back everything. Like you're not, I mean, unless you're Will Morrows and you have a fucking goddamn whole room to dedicate holdbacks to. But even then, it's like, I don't know. Less is more. You got to be smart with it.
All right. I got to ask you guys a question. You guys have bongo?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to be real here, right? What would you rather work, a sunset clown or what would you rather look at or have in your collection? A super bongo clown or a sunset clown?
Sunset clown.
Okay, I like that answer. Because man, we have buddies that rag on sunset, right? And then the other day, the homie posted a super bongo clown, and I'm like, bro, don't you ever talk bad about sunset again.
It's gotta be almost like patternless, right?
Bro,
I saw a bongo puzzle and I was like, that's not a bongo puzzle, and it was, and I was like, damn.
I like bongo's a cool gene though. I really like bongo. We have a lot of it in the collection.
Yeah, it's cool.
It has its place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think
I don't know. I just felt like I had to say that because people rag on something and then they show something that's actually
worse.
Let's be real. I mean, come on, man. Be consistent.
Yeah, but there's always going to be something that just doesn't go good with something else. Like it's just you got, and that's kind of like again, going back to my whole super gravel clown thing. Like a year ago, you'd hear me fucking blabbing my mouth about hypo needs to be in everything. That's not the case for sure. Hypo does not need to be in everything, and now I know that. So you just gotta and you got to go with what you see sometimes. Like okay. Like obviously Bongo is not going to go good with that. So let's go another direction. I forgot who was on the show showing some Bongo shit, and I was like, "Damn, that's fucking sick." Or was it Bambino? I can't forget if it was Bongo or Bambino. I think who? Do you remember what I'm talking about, Emilia, or no?
Well, Bambino was Ozark. Bongo
was it Justin? This homeboy enigmatic? Was it him?
It might have been homie. Yeah, Travis.
Oh, Travis has some Bongo in his paint, right?
Yeah.
Paint. Oh, I'm glad you brought paint up. Do you guys have paint going on in your projects at all or no?
Just making double hets this season. Double het Ultramel paints, and what we put in something else too, or just Ultramel.
Yeah,
just some. Yeah, make some hats.
Have you seen some of the paint clown stuff out there yet?
Not personally.
Yeah, I've seen a couple pictures online.
What do you think?
It's cool.
Are you gonna go that route with clown or what?
Oh, am I gonna put paint? No.
No.
We only have so much room too, so there's only so much we can do with it. So I think we're just gonna keep it into the Ultramel just because I can't just work a whole new, like, you know what I mean? I want to work paint, but I'm gonna work it with Ultramel. That way I can still keep it in the project. So we don't have room to just like start working paint. I mean, paint clowns, hypo paint. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Is there anything new out there that has your attention that you want to maybe get into in the future?
Not right now. I don't think so. No.
No.
That's a good feeling.
Let everybody else pay for the hype.
I feel you on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you know what? There's still so many.
There is. Trust me. If you think
so much
about
stuff to do, like people are just so like. People are like, I want to be different. Like you can be. You don't have to have like the newest gene that nobody else has to be different. Like you just got to think different.
Especially going into the era of triple recessives, like we're starting over. Like everything's like resetting with what these incomplete dominants could do now because we're putting it to a whole nother level. So like there got so many people who are just skipping the double recessive shit and all focusing on quads and triples where I'm like, dude, like you haven't even really proven your incomplete dominance with any doubles yet. And here you are making hets to make triples where you don't even know if you're going to even like how that looks or not. I almost rather have other people fucking make the fucking bad looking ones so I know not to go that route and just take my time really making awesome double recessive with the most bangingest incomplete dominance I could have in the mix. Because I will say this, dude, it doesn't matter how many fucking visual recessives you have in a snake. Without the right incomplete dominance, you're not going to be different from anyone else. Like you're not going to separate yourself from all the shit that will eventually come. Because yeah, you could be the first person to hit that quad, but next year that person's going to hit it. And that person's probably going to hit it with like blackhead or something. And then what? Right. So
we even took it a step further to where like we took it and just did like just a single recessive and put more codoms, or went different directions with some codoms in Ultramel. Instead of making like Ultramel clown combos, like we were like we wanted to see stuff that wasn't made just in Ultramel itself, right? Like and do that first and then maybe put it in clown. You know, like there's no like what's the rush to have to put it in clown? Like why don't you just make something cool first? Like why does everything have to have a double and triple recessive, right? To look cool. It doesn't, right? But everybody's mindset is wrapped around that.
How do you guys feel about? Go ahead, Amelia.
I'm not sure we asked you, but your collection size now, and where you think you'll be in the next year, 2, 3 years? Is there a ceiling? Is there a ceiling overall?
Yeah.
I feel like this is comfortable. I mean, we're pretty maxed out. I think we talked about maybe adding like another male rack or two and some baby racks and kind of reconfiguring. But as far as adults, I think we're
good.
We're good.
We're happy right now with
Yeah.
where we're at. As far as managing the adults, right? Because that's a big thing. Like we're comfortable managing the adults right now. So we don't, I think any more would, I mean, we could do more, but I think right now just everything's working out.
And
Yeah.
where are you at breeder female wise?
How many is it per rack? 43
Yeah.
times 120 times what's that? I'd say like 150, 160.
Yeah, but then you got a lot of females in there.
Young ones too.
Yeah, a year and a half, right? Whatever they are, 2 years, 3 years, right?
Sure. Yeah, we're in the same ballpark, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would think, right? If they're hitting about 70 clutches, that's your number, ballpark number that you hit.
Yeah.
Makes sense that you guys have about the same size collection.
Yeah, I just need more males. And
We always say that every year.
And yeah, I'd love to have more girls coming online, you know, faster. You know.
Yeah.
That
I will say that's where I've had bad luck with ball pythons is whenever I hit the snake I want to hit, it's not the sex that I need. It's always the other sex, but whatever, you know, what are you going to do? Just keep making more, I guess. That's all you can do. All right, listen, wrap up question of the episode. I'll go first and then we'll hit Emilio's wrap up question or topic. But overall, I know you kind of stated that there's not much out there else that you want. I'm not want maybe, but just like, are you concerned about adding? But let's just say like, let's say you could add any new up and coming morph into the mix. I'll name a couple. Like, right, there's that tornado gene, there's that gorilla gene. What are some other ones, Emilio? Some fucking ones that are there's jaguar, right? There's jag, there's zebra. I'm just saying all these names that are just Cosmo, right? Cosmo is definitely another one, but
Never even heard of them.
You ever heard of any of these?
No. I asked Gorilla.
I've heard of them. Yeah.
I don't watch all like the stuff, so I kind of just hear about it in whatever chats or he tells me.
Hey, don't feel bad. You guys are mad focused.
Yeah, I mean that's okay. But okay, I guess
to be honest, like none of those genes like do anything for me right now. Just as where we're at right now, it's not going to add anything different to what, like new to what we're already working, right? None of the like the patterns in there, like whatever we were doing with the, you know, the disruption, like none of it's what we can already do with paint or something else. You know what I mean?
So you're saying you have enough to work with already, is what you're saying? Like there's already like your workload's already full enough to where you got stuff to prove out before you move on to that next one, is what you're saying?
Yeah, there's still stuff we want to do with the stuff we have now before we add other stuff.
We have a lot of pieces that haven't all been put together, and I feel like
why add more
there's
pieces?
a lot of potential with the ingredients that we have, and why add something else new, I guess.
And then,
you see what we can get with what we have now and not have to go pay the astronomical price of what'd you say, Cosmos or what?
Those are the real pricey ones. Those two, yeah.
Speaking
of zebras come down quite a bit.
Speaking of Cosmos, do you guys remember these from back in the day? Because apparently Krista likes Cosmos, those little pizza fucking little pretzel things. You guys remember those OG Cosmos from back in the day? It was a bad
cosmic cakes. You mean?
No, they're called Cosmos. Look, I'm gonna pull it up.
Are you talking about combos?
Oh, my bad.
Combos.
Yeah, combos. Yeah, there you go.
Hey, she left the shit in your truck.
I thought she was called Cosmos. Oh my God, combos. But yeah, Krista, you left the whole bag in the back of my truck. Not cool.
Oh, it was Marshall.
No, it was Krista. She blamed
Marshall.
Marshall.
Said it was Marshall.
Yeah, she blamed Marshall and it was Krista. She left. My bad. They're combos. My bad, not Cosmo.
All right, Danny. My wrap-up question.
Right,
what do you feel when you see a puzzle combo and the strength of the puzzle was completely wiped out? That puzzle pattern is gone. What do you feel how do you feel about that?
How am I supposed to feel? I don't know. I mean, I don't see what you're trying to get. What do you mean though?
Is that a failure?
What?
No.
And I'm not
So
attacking.
you're saying so if I made a combo and it wasn't what it's supposed like
No. What I'm saying is, at least with me with puzzle, we're all going down the puzzle route, right? And a lot of times, you know, we want to stack this, we want to stack that, and what I'm seeing out there sometimes here and there is that they're blowing up the puzzle pattern and you can't even see the puzzle anymore. What do you feel about that? What's your opinion? Should that be avoided? Should we be more careful?
I think as far as I think with puzzle, and I would say even like paint too, like and there's maybe some other ones too, like there's only so many like genes you can stack in there, right? Like to where if you put too many genes, like you don't know what you're looking at, right? So maybe as you're talking about some of these puzzle combos, they're just not.
They're not benefiting puzzle.
Yes.
Yeah, I think there's only so much you can put in there too, right? What works, what doesn't work. But I mean, we haven't made any too. So I'm just speaking of what I've seen.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, so maybe somebody that works a lot of puzzle, maybe they have a better answer for you. But
yeah,
I know if you put too much in there, I know that it does what you're saying, where it just kind of blows everything out, and then you start to lose. But you still get the eye stripes in there too.
Yeah, I feel like a warning to those out there: be careful what you're working into your puzzles, because you're just gonna wipe out the strength if you're not careful. You know, the strength of the gene, that of why you bought the gene, why you got into the gene, why you're working the gene. It's the puzzle pattern. You know.
Okay, here's a good like top on what we just talked about with this. Like, what if you have an opportunity to work with a project that are hets for puzzle and Ultramel? Like, let's say puzzle Ultramel is like that's your goal, right? But then you also have these incomplete dominants that I don't know, that aren't ideal. Like meaning like, cool, if this is in the mix, this isn't going to look good, but is it still worth it? At least shooting for the moon and still trying to hit something that maybe might not have an incomplete dominant in the mix.
About like empty, right?
Or like, you know, or like super pat, or like whatever. Like, you know, there's butter. I mean, there's a list of things that people avoid. I'm just saying, like, what if it's a spider? What if it's a spider, 100% double het, fucking Ultramel puzzle? Like, was it worth doing that? Like, and just to make an Ultramel puzzle, and save money, I guess, because you're getting a spider. You know.
No, I mean, I think if you're going to purchase an animal that you're hoping not to hit a certain gene,
you're going to hit it.
Yeah, and you shouldn't be purchased. I mean, you should try to purchase something else, not purchase that, because in the end, you're always going to hit that gene you don't want in there. Or if you do hit the triple or whatever animal you're trying to go for, usually 9 times out of 10, it's going to be the gene you don't want.
Yep. And then you're going to have a bunch of stuff that you weren't trying to hit that you have to sell now.
Yeah,
I mean, it's happened to us with pastel a lot, because I mean, we had but like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like animals in the beginning you had, and you're just hoping not to hit it, you know, pastel or whatever it is, and 9 times out of 10, the animal you wanted has pastel or whatever the gene is, right?
I can't tell you how many freaking productions I'm seeing lately, and they're like, "Oh, pastel this," and I'm like, "That head is completely white." Like, there has to be pastel in that other parent. Like, I just feel like people don't realize that there's pastel in their pairings because they're probably not testing for it and they have no idea. And I'm like, you know, go ahead.
They don't want to know.
Well, especially if you're looking at the other clutch mates and they're all pastel. I'm like, dude.
I mean, it's not very hard to tell if something has pastel, usually, unless it's some of the super dark combos, maybe, right? But I mean, a lot of combos you can tell fairly easily, I feel.
And we all know what happens to a clown head when it has super pastel. It turns white. It's a white head.
Yeah, but if you put other genes in, like fire or something like that, you're going to get like that same kind of look too.
I'm with Danny.
Firefly.
I'm with Danny. If you have to hope for the animal not to hit, you probably shouldn't have got into that.
I'm just talking from experience where we've gotten like, you know, animals that we didn't want to gene and bred them, and then, you know what I mean? So it's like
we all.
That's the only reason I say that, is because it just sucks, because when you do hit it, you waited 3 years and now you have an animal that you're like, man, I really wish it didn't have that gene in it.
Yeah. That's everyone. I could say that.
Teach his own.
But it's everyone. We all have a little bit of that. But let me tell you, we're seeing a lot of pairings out there where people are like, "Oh, I hope I don't hit this. I hope I don't hit that." I'm like, damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, great episode, guys. This round 2 was epic. I'm gonna give you these round 2 hot seat questions before you guys leave, if that's okay. You guys down with that?
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Guys, do me a favor, get the likes up, please. Where was my phone at? Round 2 questions, hot seat questions for Renee and Danny coming up. And you know how this goes, guys. Quicker the better. And you guys have to answer at the same time. You can't look at each other for support or whatever, dude. This is you guys are solo. Answer at the same time. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Hot seat questions coming in hot. Favorite incomplete dominant?
Blackhead.
Least favorite incomplete dominant?
Pastel.
Mojave.
Wait, what?
Talking no.
I'm talking shit. It's pastel.
A cut or no cut?
Cut. Oh, yeah.
No cut.
Yeah.
Wait
Well,
a
we-
minute. Whoa,
we
whoa,
used to-
whoa. Is that how this works?
Explain to them. You can explain to them.
Oh, here we
I
go.
used to cut, but now I wait till they pip and then I cut.
So you still cut after a
still-
pip.
After
Yeah, after pip.
Okay. Sorry. All right. First thing you would feed a baby ball python.
Hopper.
house, yeah.
Favorite double recessive project.
Ultramel clown.
Yeah, Ultramel clown.
Same time.
Oh, sorry.
One morph you will not put in Ultramel.
Maybe.
Spider.
Yeah, I guess spider.
Oh, or bamboo.
Bamboo.
Ooh,
There you go.
Damn, I like that. One morph that has to be an Ultramel.
Blackhead.
Yeah, I say blackhead.
Will there ever be a chance you guys own a Monarch?
No.
Not there's anything wrong with it. It's just can't have two.
That's all the questions for me.
All right, so I mean, I'm gonna throw these at you, and I wanted both of you to answer separate to see if you both agree on everything, but it's fine. We could do it the way MJ did. I'm gonna give you 4 options here, and 2 stay. Okay, tell me what stays. Clown, puzzle, pied, ultra. 2 stay.
Clown and Ultramel.
Yeah, I'd say the same.
All right. 2 stay out of these 3. Blackhead, black pastel, or mahogany.
How many stay?
2.
Oh, blackhead, black pastel.
Same.
All right, again, 2 stay. Cypress, chocolate, spot nose, acid / confusion.
Oh,
Cypress and acid.
I'd say chocolate and
Oh, chocolate and cypress? Okay. I'm on the fence. Cypress for sure.
Okay. Super chocolate hypo DG clown, exantic DG clown, DG Pompeii. 2 stay.
oh,
What?
You want me to repeat it?
Yeah.
Super chocolate DG hypo clown, exantic DG clown, DG Pompeii. 2 stay.
The first 2, not the Pompeii.
Okay.
the last 2.
Oh.
Xanthic and the.
But the first one's a super chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
If you ever want a crash course on learning your morphs, come do fucking Emilio's hot seat questions.
And you know what's funny? This is all from the info they gave me. All right. But I put my twist on some of it. All right. This is your baby, okay? I'm going to give you 4 bases, and you have to pick 2, okay? Ultra Puzzle, Ultra Sunset, Ultra Clown. I mean, you don't have Ultra Monsoon, but I put Ultra Monsoon in there.
Okay, Ultra Clown,
Yeah.
2 stay.
Ultra Clown,
And
and
Ultra
Ultra Sunset. Yeah. Because he said puzzle. Yeah. Ultra Clown, Ultra Sunset.
I'm with you on that. Yeah. Yeah. That's it, guys. That's all I got.
There you go. You did it. It's over. Woo! Fuck, dude. Emilio's questions. I get anxiety for people going against Emilio's questions sometimes because it's like it really makes you think. But guys, we had just shy of 70 people tapped in for this episode. So what do you have to say to all love and support? Because you got people who rock with you guys. I got so many people that I hear good things about from them from talking about you guys. So what do you have to say to all the love and support that you guys have out there?
Oh, thank you all so much. Everyone who supports us, talks to us, comments, anything, says hi to us at a show. Tune in tonight. Like, we really appreciate it. We, wouldn't be able to do it without anyone's support, really.
Yeah. Stay focused. You know what I mean? Like, stay focused on your projects. Don't worry about what other people are doing, what they're hitting. Doesn't matter if somebody else hits the same thing you're trying to hit. You know what I mean? All that matters is what you're doing. I think if you stay on that road and what you're doing, you'll be fine. You have nothing to worry about.
Worry about what you're hitting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you do that, I'm telling you, it'll change your life.
Yeah, and actually,
I'm telling you,
and it actually makes this more enjoyable when you're not worried about other fucking things. Like, keep this fun, and it's fun when you're not worried about other people.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, because what they hit doesn't change what you're gonna hit. You know what I mean?
And someone's win's not your loss. So if they hit something sick, good for them, dude. Fucking good. Congrats. Your time's coming. Everybody gets their waves, especially the ones who are grinding, putting their head down. If you're like 4 years into this and you're wondering, like, when the fuck am I going to hit something sick? You will. I promise you. Just keep fucking putting your head down. And who cares about the sticker swap? Just put your head down, dude. You'll get there. All right. Do me a favor, guys. Drop all the plugs before you leave, where people can follow you, Morph Market, wherever. Just go and do your thing.
Morph Market, Portuguese Pythons, Instagram, same Portuguese Pythons. I do dabble a little bit now in Facebook because I guess I'm getting to that age. But yeah, mostly Instagram or Morph Market. So
you say Facebook is for old people?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I turned 40 next month. That's wild. Are any of you guys 40 yet? No, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Danny. Yeah. Dude, this one's 48.
Who?
He doesn't look 48.
I'm 45.
I'm just kidding.
I'm 45, MJ. Goddamn.
He said, "Woo."
God damn it, man. Hey, don't laugh too much, buddy. It's coming. Okay? It's all good.
Portuguese Pythons. You can find all the links in the description below, but give it up. It's a wrap for Danny and Renee, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Hey, you guys are killing it, man. Keep it up.
Coming on.
We'll see you. We'll talk to you soon, all right? Later. Okay. Fucking awesome. Great episode. That was a great episode.
I love them. They're awesome.
Really cool, man. And like I said, changes everything when you have your right hand fucking man or woman next to you to run the ship with you, dude. It changes everything. It really does. So great episode, man. Great episode. What do you think overall?
They're great. She's probably the most involved of 50-50 of any spouse I can remember right now. Yeah. She's awesome. They're both awesome. I like them a lot, So
Renee makes the female reptile ball python breeders look good. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah.
So shouts out all the female keepers out there who are on their shit and then making some of us guys look like bums. That's facts. So shout out to the females, man. I'm not one of those guys, by the way. You guys have to say, just so you know. But yeah, I got to go to the woods and cut a clutch.
Bro.
I see the flies everywhere. What the fuck?
NOP.
Oh my God, bro.
Holy baby.
Hey, Villarino Reptiles, please, Instagram. Go subscribe to the V Unit family. Much love, but it's a wrap for Big E Top G. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up.
Have a good night, guys.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Shout out to everyone who enjoyed tonight's episode. That was fun. That was a great episode. It was great to catch up with Danny and Renee. Please go give them a follow. If you're not following them, I highly recommend it. As we talked about, their work is top tier. So thank you so much. Before you guys leave, if you're not subscribed already, please help me organically grow this YouTube channel. We're just shy of 13,000 subscribers organically. I don't use any other viral clips out there or got videos of whales attacking people on my channel. It's all reptile related. It's all from me. It's all from my stuff. So thank you so much to anyone out there who's helping me grow this. It really means a lot. If you do want more further content, exclusive content, more info on all my green tree python babies and even ball python stuff that I have hatching, dude, I'm about to have my biggest ball python year to date as far as what I'm about to produce, which is fucking crazy to think because I'm having my biggest green tree python year, but my ball python heat, dude, don't sleep on it. I'm telling you. Follow me right now, Instagram, Trap Talk God 619. And again, come just join the Trap Talk Patreon family. And also, this Friday, set your reminder, please, guys. I can't stress enough how important it is for you to pull up for Vin Russo's fundraiser this Friday on the Dave Levison Reptile podcast. So thank you for so much for all the love and support. Before you guys go, please check out my sponsors. All the links in the description below. Have a good night. I'll see you here for All in the Tree Tuesday tomorrow. Sorry for the interruption, folks, but a quick word from our sponsors. You know, longevity is one of the biggest things I strive for when it comes to thinking about being a part of the reptile industry. That's why I'm very proud about today's sponsor, Mark Bailey over at Mark Bailey Reptiles. 40 plus years, full-time reptile keeper, enthusiast. This guy, you can catch all his amazing ball python projects on MORPH Market. So make sure you head over to MORPH Market, and that's Mark Bailey Reptiles on MORPH Market. See what he has available currently. And I gotta tell you one thing, he's one of the biggest and most respected ball python breeders we have today in the ball python game. So shout out to Mark Bailey over at Mark Bailey Reptiles. Thank you for all the support. And again, make sure you head over to his account on MORPH Market, see what he has available. Thank you so much, Mark Bailey over at Mark Bailey Reptiles. If you want to be organized, if you want to be cutting edge in the ball python game, then you don't want to miss this. Shout out to today's sponsor, and that's Clutch, #1 ball python organization app in the game. No better place to start off than by using this app. Clutch is an organization app that helps you organize all your ball python projects. It also helps your peers and your fellow community members look at what you possibly have coming for the upcoming ball python season, what you have currently available on MORPH Market. It's so awesome to be ahead of the game by using organization app like Clutch. Thank you so much, the entire Clutch team, amazing team over at Clutch. If I were you, I would head over to Clutch's Instagram account, and I would also head over to their website, try it out, see how it works for you. But especially if you're just now coming into this, before you build your reptile collection, I would do it organized, and I would do it with Clutch. Thank you, Clutch, for being so amazing. Excited to hear what Clutch has to bring in the near future. Cheers.